everybody. In this video, we're going to talk about how you can help your students solve proportional word problems using double number lines. So let's say, for example, that Jack's car can go 100 miles with 3 gallons of gas. And the question we want to answer is how far can he go with 21 gallons of gas? So we're going to use a double number line to help us visualize this. And the basic idea of the double number line is you use one of your number lines to represent one part of your ratio and another number line to represent the other part. So in this case, the two parts of our ratio represent miles and gas. So I'm going to have this mark represent 0 miles and this one represent 0 gallons. So this bottom number line is representing the gallons of gas and the top number line is representing the miles. And I know that Jack's car can go 100 miles with 3 gallons of gas. So I'm going to draw a line through both of my number lines and I'm going to match up 100 miles with 3 gallons of gas. And basically, the double number line just allows us to visualize how this ratio or this rate scales to bigger and bigger numbers. Because if 100 miles is equivalent to 3 gallons of gas, then 200 miles would be equivalent to 6 gallons of gas. And 300 miles would go with 9 gallons, and so on and so forth. And basically, you can just continue scaling this number line however far you need to. So notice that on our bottom number line, we have 0 gallons, skip counts to 3, to 6, to 9, and then we get 12 gallons of gas and 15 gallons of gas and 18 and 21 and 24 and 27 and so on. And then on the top number line, these are scaling by hundreds where you have 400 miles, 500 miles, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,000, and so forth. And so when the question says, how far can he go with 21 gallons of gas? Well, we just go to the 21 gallons of gas mark, and we can see that he can go 700 miles. And these double number lines can also be helpful even if the number you're looking at isn't on your number line, or at least it's not one of the tick marks on the number line. Like, for example, if I said, how far can he go on 16 gallons of gas? Well, because 16 gallons of gas is right here on this number line, I know that the distance he can go should be between 500 and 600, but it will be closer to 500 than it will be to 600. So that's how you can use double number lines to solve proportional word problems. And in this case, it was really easy because 3 times 7 gave us the number 21. But you can still use double number lines even if they aren't scaled by a whole number. Like, for example, let's say that it takes Cora 5 minutes to frost 8 cookies, and we want to know how long it will take her to frost 19 cookies. Well, the way that I would do this is I would make my two number lines where one of my number lines is going to be minutes and one of them is going to be cookies. So let's say this top one is 0 minutes. The bottom one is 0 cookies. And I'm just going to make a couple tick marks on my double number line, and I'm going to scale these. So if it takes Cora 5 minutes to make 8 cookies, then that would be my first tick mark. Then I would have 10 minutes corresponding to 16 cookies, and 15 minutes corresponding to 24, and 20 minutes corresponding to 32. And so if I want to know how long it will take her to frost 19 cookies, well, that just means that I need to look at my 19 cookie mark, which will be somewhere here. So we have 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So my 19 cookie mark is right here. And I just need to figure out how many minutes that's equivalent to. And so I'm going to extend these lines here so that they cover both number lines. And I need to figure out what those lines represent on the other number line. So I say, okay, well, I took the distance between 10 and 15, and I basically just split it up into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces. So I have 5 minutes because that's the distance between 10 and 15 minutes, and it's being split up into 8 pieces. Well, that means that each one of these is 5/8 of a minute. And so this point right here is 10 and 5/8 of a minute. This one is whatever 10 and 5/8 plus 5/8 would be. So that would be 10 and 10/8. But 10/8 is the same thing as 1 and 2/8. So I think that'd be 11 and 2/8. Um, won't have lots of room here. But that's okay because I'm almost there because my next tick mark will be the one that I'm looking for. And if I do 11 and 2/8 plus 5/8, that would be 11 and 7/8. And so it looks like it will take her 11 and 7/8 of a minute to frost 19 cookies. And in this case, you could also do it with decimals if that's easier. Like you could figure out what 5 divided by 8 is, because that's a terminating decimal. And you could do it in decimal form if that's easier for your students. But that's how you can use double number lines to find values that are not necessarily the ratio marks that we made with these black lines. So that's how you can use double number lines to solve proportional word problems. If you have any questions, let me know. And I hope you have a great day.